everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video, we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. EHG, the studio behind LE, has officially kicked off Hype Week, which means every single day this week, they will be giving us more information on the highly anticipated Tombs of the Erased Season 2 coming April 17th. And what does EHG have for us today? The Woven faction and Monolith updates. This is a pretty long post, and it's got a lot of good detailed information in it, and we are going to cover it. And normally we go top to bottom. This might be a little bit of a longer video, but today I want to start at the bottom of this post. And as you saw from the thumbnail, clicking on this, we have 4 brand new supporter packs. And people have been asking, which is actually hilarious, for better cosmetics. Come on, step your game up. Every character looks the same. We don't have enough MTX. We want our characters to look cool, and they are going to deliver with Season 2. So we're going to go through the 4 new supporter packs, and then we'll cover the rest of the information in this post. Starting with the Woven Traveler, the Woven Traveler. And everybody has seen this pet. This is from Love Epoch. Yes, it is real, and it comes on the base supporter pack from EHG. You've got some weapon skins, you got a back skin, and then what you will see right here, this is evade. So when you evade, you can actually make your character do a little dash and have a beam behind you. So that's what this picture is right there. That is the Woven Traveler. Moving up, you've got the Woven Templar. And you should know that as you step up, it gives you all the cosmetics from the lower end supporter pack as well. So what that means is that if you get the Woven Templar, it'll also give you the Woven Traveler, and so on and so forth. Now, in the Woven Templar, it is my opinion that their Fire MTX actually do look the best. And on here, you get the Fire Dash, you get some footsteps. What it looks like a two-handed mace is my guess here. The new Fire Dragon Portal, there's a little dragon on top of it, and then the Fire Armor. Moving on to number 3, the Woven Vanquisher. And this is the Lightning supporter pack. You get the new Lightning Armor. And I should have mentioned, you also get Epoch points over here, which you can use to get other individual cosmetics as well. Looks like a two-handed staff. You get some lightning wings back piece. I'm not a big wings guy. Lightning dash, lightning footsteps, and the lightning portal. This portal kind of looks like the portal to jump to the boss in the dungeon. I can't really tell, but it's pretty close. And of course, if you get the Woven Vanquisher, it also gives you the Woven Templar and the Woven Traveler. And last but not least, the highest end, the Woven Legend, which gives you all 4, and it is right here. Also gives you 300 Epoch points. You get this, I don't know what it's a bug. Oh, it's one of the, I think it's one of the Tombs and Cemetery guys. You get the big wings, you get the footsteps, you get the 4 different dashes, and you get the big armor. That must be a pet. It looks like it's on a weaver ball, and it follows you around. I'm actually not sure. I haven't not seen this, but pretty cool. Woven Legend with the big old teal wings. Oh, wings, my favorite. So there is tons of skill cosmetics coming. There's tons of individual cosmetics. And now we know about the 4 supporter packs: Woven Legend, Woven Vanquisher, Woven Templar, and the Woven Traveler. Very, very cool. I might as well just stay at the bottom of this post since we're already down here. That tomorrow we have Talkative Tries podcast with Judd, Ross, and Carve that's going to break down itemization. And then me and Frosty LaRue for Town Portal podcast will be the final tour of the Erased. That's this Friday. We're going to have Judd, Ross, and Mike, and that will be the Patch Notes Q&A. Yes. What we have tomorrow is Sentinel Rework and Heartseeker, Endgame Balance and Itemization on the 9th, Quality of Life Dungeon and other improvements on the 10th. And then on the 11th, which I don't know why, they should have put another bullet point right here and said Patch Notes Reveal for 11. I don't know why they didn't put that there, because that's already been announced. So we've got something every day. All right, let's go back to the top here. New Twitch drops. So you can get for watching for 6 hours. We'll be kicking off Subathon 3 on the 17th. For 6 hours of viewing, you will get 4 cosmetic MTX. So Lightning Blast, Smite, Shurikens, and Rip Blood, and a little cosmetic player title for 6 hours of watching. And then they are doing the support a creator. It is one sub. So one gifted sub or just one resub, you will get Corrupted Maelstrom. So they have 6 total Twitch drops. All right. Cemeteries and Tombs of the Erased. I'm going to do my best to not read all this, but there is a lot of good information in here. So some of it I'm going to have to read. Buckle down for some info dumps. All right. Tombs and Cemeteries. Inside these zones, you'll find the Woven, who have captured the souls of the Weaver and wrapped them in cocoons. Breaking these cocoons open up and release the souls, which will flee and possess nearby enemies. Possessed enemies gain new abilities, increase health and damage, and when slain, they drop Memory Ember, a new currency used in the Weaver faction. You want to collect as much Memory Ember as you can throughout the zones. Yeah, so you break these little cocoons. Oh, it's not in the video. They run and face hug an enemy. They turn into basically a new enemy with new properties. You kill them and they drop Memory Ember. After reaching the end of a tomb and challenging one of the Gold Thread Fate Weavers, you have the opportunity to enchant your idols with some weavers. We'll talk about idols, okay? So hold the thought on idols. While exploring the Monolith of Fate, you will also find Cemeteries of the Erased, a new echo type that contains even greater dangers and riches. Within Cemeteries, you will need to locate and defeat the Woven Firstborn, who's the guardian of the Weaver Altar, where you may place Woven Echoes to manipulate your current timelines. So this is how it works. When you defeat or complete a cemetery, you get access to the Weaver's Altar, and that is how you actually put in your Woven Echoes to create your own web. All right? That is how it works. The Woven faction. So this is going to be the 4th faction that is introduced to the game. We've already looked at its big new skill tree that you are going to have, and you're going to get some of the points for your skill tree by completing Woven Echoes and leveling up your Woven faction. We don't really need to read this. But it is the Woven by spending Memory Ember, which is the most commonly found in Tombs and Cemeteries. So how do you actually level it up is completing these challenges and spending Memory Ember, just like how you would spend Favor with Circle of Fortune or Merchant's Guild. The Weaver Tree, they give you some examples of what you're going to be able to do here. Raise the spawn rates of Nemesis, Exiled Mages, Loot Lizards. Even some enable target farming of imprinting. You'll be able to imprint 6 different items. All this stuff we have already covered, but this is basically like your PoE Atlas. It completely transforms your endgame experience. Very, very cool. Woven Echoes. They have dropped the number. There are 36 Woven Echoes. Yes. So when you are actually building out your monolith, you're going to have 36 different options on what you want to do. And we can read a little bit here. There are 36 Woven Echo options, providing a variety of content, including new crafting rewards, interesting encounters and mechanics, the ability to affect other echoes in your echo web, and the new endgame bosses like the Drow Queen, Tremendous Insectoid Brood Mother, the Dragon, Paradox, Fire and Ice, and then other enemies that they have brought back and changed, normally from the campaign, and Uber Aberoth. So 36 different options, including your Weaver tree, including Tombs and Cemeteries. I mean, there's going to be a lot to explore. Here we go. Idol enchanting. So here you see the picture. This is where you're enchanting your idols right here. Okay. As mentioned earlier, you will find an idol enchanting altar at the end of every tomb and cemetery. Tombs allow 1 use, cemeteries 2, and other Woven Echoes up to 4 uses. Each of these allows you to enchant a new class idol or re-enchant an idol and infuse it with the Weaver power. Now, something you should know, they say it right there. Let's say you enchant one of your favorite idols and you get garbage stats. You can just keep re-enchanting it until you get the hit you want. This process creates heretical idols with enchanted affixes and Weaver's Touch. Unlike other affixes you find on idols, these affixes have their tiers that can reach up to tier 7. So you can now get tier 7 affixes on your idols, up to 4 affixes, which is absolutely crazy. And it just shows an example of you put in an idol here, and then when you enchant it, it changes the way it looks. So you see, now it's all green. Ooh, and you can just keep redoing this until you get the hit you want. They're also introducing new idols, and I love the way these look. They kind of look like little face huggers. You may also find new Weaver idols in the small form, basically stout and humble idols. Basically, you're going to be able to get little ones as well. Weaver idols always have at least one of these more powerful affixes, with a chance to have another, but most often the second affix is from a standard idol drop affix pool. So you can also make new little affixes. New Weaver items. All this stuff has already been shared. This is one, the Inheritance of the Erased. We're excited for Summon Bear. Every 10 seconds, a random minion is chosen, receiving Frenzy and 200% of the stats on this item. 20% chance to inflict Spiders. Spiders a new way to crit. And then Orb Weaving Fang. And I can't really read it on here. But again, chance for the double the stats on this item, I think is what it is. And then new supporter packs, and then what's coming next. So, you know, this update, we have over 30 new uniques and Weaver items coming. You're getting a probably 3x boost to visuals and cosmetics in the game. You're getting a complete overhaul of the idol system. You are getting a complete overhaul of the Monolith of Fate, not only from a visual perspective, but how you get to build your own endgame. You are getting a 4th faction where you could target farm and play the way you want. You don't want arenas, you can remove them. You want to lean into arenas, they've been redone. There is so much good stuff coming to Last Epoch, and I'm so excited. I'm very, very excited. So Hyped Week continues. Again, tomorrow, Talkative Tries podcast, we'll find out about itemization, and we'll be watching that live on Air and Action RPG on Twitch. And it's going to be a really, really awesome week. Please like, share, and subscribe if you think I've earned it. Check out the Discord. We launched our new treasure hunt event. Sign up is in the Discord right now if you want to be a part of a fun community event. Also, we're going to do movie nights, game giveaways. All kinds of awesome things are happening in the Discord, especially during the subathon. It is the first link in the description. And last but not least, don't forget to check out actionrpg.com. This is my brand new launched website. It works on your phone and on your browser, of course. Creators like The Curse, Frozen Sentinel, Babbling Bike, myself. We have 37 guides up for Last Epoch, and the goal is to have them all up to date before Season 2. That's the goal. We're going to absolutely try our best. Don't forget to check out actionrpg.com. I'm done. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.